Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a full review on the new release Idôle Now, the newest flanker of the Idôle line. So if you want to know all about this new release, how does it compare to the original one or any of the range, then please keep on watching. But before we start, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Noura, and on this channel I mostly talk about fragrances. So if you are a fragrance lover, then please consider subscribing and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload any new video. Also follow me on Instagram, where I post some exclusive content that I don't do here on YouTube. I will highly appreciate it if by the end of this video you found it helpful or you enjoyed it, to give me a thumb up. That will help me a lot. And without further ado, let's start. A quick note before going through everything regarding this new release: I have a full buying guide on the Idôle line, so the original one, the Intense, as well as Aura and Nectar. You will find it in the description down below. So if you are wondering about all the previous releases, then go check that video. Today we are talking about Now, the newest release. Now the focus on this release, or this flanker, is vanilla. Idôle has a signature DNA that runs through all of the previous flankers, and it is a musky rose. Here you definitely get the rose and the vanilla, but I don't get much of musk. It's definitely more deeper, warmer than the original one, and all the sweetness, I would say, comes from the vanilla and the orchid. Still, the rose is the main note here, and when I first sprayed it, I was immediately reminded of Idôle Nectar, the flanker that came out last year. I have a decant of that fragrance and I am wearing it on this arm. And let me tell you, there are some similarities, but also some differences. So in the opening, when I smelled them side by side, I realized that they are not so similar. In the opening of Idôle Nectar, what makes it so unique is this intriguing note of caramel and popcorn, and also this sweet fruitiness, which is not in the notes at least mentioned on Fragrantica. I always get a little bit like a peach pear note in Nectar. However, in the dry down, they become quite similar. So if I have to compare this one to any of the previous flankers, I would compare it definitely to Nectar, because both are on the sweet, warm side. And in the dry down, there's maybe 70-75% of similarities between the two. But what really differentiates this one to the rest is the vanilla. The vanilla is really, really amped. Rose is still like the main note here, but the vanilla also, especially in the dry down, you will get a lot of the vanilla, and I don't also get a lot of the musk note, which I don't like actually. In Idôle, I don't like the musk that Lancôme uses in general. So if you don't like the musky note, definitely this one is for you. However, I would say this could have been, I don't know, another perfume, because the only thing that connects this one with the original one to me is the rose. Otherwise, it's not like the same DNA. Until last year, I could see the signature of Idôle. With this one, not so much. So if I smell this one on someone, I would not guess this is like an Idôle. And honestly, giving the similarities between this one and Nectar, I definitely prefer Nectar to this one. It has more of this unique popcorn caramel, which I really, really like in Nectar, and it makes it special. However, it does fade away in the dry down, to be honest. But still, it's more unique than this one. I would say overall, this is a little bit more boring if we compare them with the rest. Nothing exciting, and definitely not a new take on Idôle. When it comes to longevity, it's also the same longevity like Idôle Nectar, so a moderate longevity and sillage. It maybe just a little bit louder here, but not by much. So if I would recommend one of the two, I personally would recommend Nectar over this one. However, if you don't want this gourmand touch, you don't want this also the musky note, you want more of vanilla, then yes, give this one a try. It's definitely a nice fragrance, nothing wrong about it. It just doesn't stand out in the range. This is what I mean. So that was it. That was my quick review on Idôle Now. Again, if you want to see a buying guide on the range, check the description down below. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. Also tell me in the comments down below if you have tried this new release, what do you think about it, and which one from the Idols is your favorite one. Looking forward to see your comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao!